I'm back. Doing another video. Period. How y'all doing? Happy Friday. It's finally Friday. Hello. Greetings. I feel like I should hide these. Okay. Today's video. Oh. What's that? You think my sweater is fire? Oh! Now that you freaking mention it, I got my sweater yesterday. It's actually funny because I went to go get food just now, and I went to Starbucks, and the girl, like one of the girls, came up from the back, and she was like, "I love your sweater," and I was like, "Oh my god, thank you!" Like, and she was like, "Did you watch the music video?" And I was like, "Did I?" Ooh, the sun is coming out. Hold. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, so she was like, "Did you watch the music video?" And I was like, "Bitch, did I watch the music video? Of course I watched the music video," and I sobbed. And I was like, "Did you watch the music video?" Because she was at work, and it came out like literally like an hour and a half ago. And she was like, "Of course, even though I was here, I made sure I watched the video." And I was like, "Period, as you should." So today's video, why am I out of breath? I posted on my Snapchat, and I was like, tell me stuff. Like, I did like a YOLO thing, and I was like, tell me stuff you want me to do, ask me questions, da 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 da. And I really wasn't expecting to get anything back from anyone, but I actually got like a decent amount of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Also, I had to write these down because I'm poor, so I don't have a camera, and I'm recording this on my phone, but all the questions are on my phone, but I can't go back and forth between the apps. So you understand, you get my struggle. Okay, cool. So first, Sko Patu Mana MSc. All right. In case anybody doesn't know, I went to MSc. I graduated last year. Those are some of the best years of my life. That's cap. Anyways, so MSc. I feel like there's probably a lot of MSc kids on this video right now. I feel like, and hear me out, MSc, at least for my year, MSc was probably like the best experience that I could have ever gotten out of a high school. No cap. Like, when I hear other people talk about their high school experience and I look back at MSc, I'm like, yeah, MSc is where I belonged. The kids were weird. Some of the teachers were also weird. But the school as an overall experience was really fire for me personally. Talk about college. All right, let's talk about college. I go to college in West Bubble, New York, all the way up, basically in Canada. I don't want to say I hate it here, but I hate it here. It's cold all year. I haven't seen the sun since September. Like, this shit is out of pocket. I hate it here. It was all a lie. Sports. The sports here are not that good. It's a D3 school. That's one thing. If you really like sports, like I really like sports, I was like, well, if I go to a D3 school, like I'm going to school for school. I'm not going to school to go to games, da 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 da. I can get over it if I go to a school that isn't really big on sports. That was a lie. Anybody who's picking their college, don't lie to yourself like that. Do you know how much I miss going to games? And I see other people like on Instagram or on Twitter and stuff, and it's like they're in their schools and they have like football games, and they dress up in their cute little school spirit clothes, and they go to the football games. We don't even have a football team here. But other than that, I feel like college, I feel like you have more time to breathe. Now, given my major and the fact that my professors are on crack, that's not an option for me. But last semester, before I switched my major, it was a lot more lax for me. Like, I feel like, especially coming from MSc, I feel like MSc over prepares you for college. Just saying. Okay, I'm moving on. Talk about past relationships. Now, whoever sent this to me, you're out of pocket. First of all, why would you say relationship S? Stop the madness. Anybody who sent me questions out here, you know me personally. You know that, first of all, I've only ever been in one relationship. Uno. Singular. One. So stop playing with me. I don't understand why you have to be so shady.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
But I don't know what you want me to talk about when it comes to past relationships. What I will say is relationships make you gain a lot of fucking weight, at least on the girl side. Like, I went into my relationship, like, I've always been like a pretty skinny person, and I don't know if it's because I was like growing and maturing or because I was in a relationship, but in the time where I was in a relationship, I gained so much weight. But now she's thick. Anyways, what I will say is this: my first ever boyfriend was white.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do it to you. I'm sorry to expose myself during Black History Month, but my channel just started and I'm already canceled. But like, Black people, please don't leave. I'm begging. It was one time. It was a stupid mistake. Favorite pickup line. Hey. So what's up? Man, you know, I'm gonna keep it a bug. I've been watching you with your friends and stuff. It's mad cute. I don't know any freaking pickup lines. As someone who doesn't frequently get flirted with, I really can't speak from experience. I just feel like when a guy, I'm so single. I can't even talk about this kind of stuff. But like when a guy just radiates confidence, or if they're confident, or if they're like really, really shy, like intimidated, like I think that's so cute. Hold on. I feel like the best thing a guy has ever told me, or like the best thing a guy has ever called me, was like, one guy was like, "Oh, you're such a," what did he say? "You're such a pretty, tall, dark-skinned girl." I was like, little old me. Little did he know I was catfishing him. But one guy, I got in a cab and the guy was like, "Oh," he was Jamaican, and he was like, "Ooh, you know I like girls with space teeth." Huh? Stop the fucking madness. How to dub somebody gently. Okay. If you're not feeling somebody, I feel like the best way to go about it is to ghost them. Sorry to say it, but I just feel like with the ghost, like, there's no misinterpretation. There's no maybe this, maybe that. Like, no. If you got ghosted, like, it's done. But like, if it's somebody that you like see on a regular basis, like if you're in school and you want to dub somebody from school, you gotta be like, "I'm not looking for a relationship right now." Just be honest. Just be like, "Listen, like, you're really cool, but like, I'm not seeing this going anywhere." No matter what you say to somebody when you dub them, they still got dubbed. So it's like, they're gonna feel however they're gonna feel regardless of what you say. So you just have to be respectful. Don't like violate. Don't be like, "Ah, you a ugly bitch." Like, no, stop. Don't say all of that. Don't be disrespectful and just say what you gotta say, as long as it's the truth. Now it's when you lie or do some stupid shit where now you're the bad guy, because it's like, you ain't need to do all of that, bro. First date ideas. I love talking about love, even though I know nothing about it. I feel like the movies and food is always a really good first date, because first of all, at least for me, I'm hella awkward. So I feel like if we watch a movie together beforehand, it gives me time to like get comfortable and kind of relax a little bit. And then food, because you can never, ever, ever go wrong with food. There always has to be some kind of food involved. Sorry. Like, she has to eat. Stop playing. Stop playing. I said what I said. You're in New York. You could take her to Central Park. Picnics are always really cute. I feel like the best relationships are the relationships that start out as friendships and then you guys catch feelings for each other. I'm so single. Moving on. How do you respond to nudes? First of all, I don't get nudes. Let's make that abundantly clear. I don't get those at all. First of all, I'm stupid single. Second of all, I don't have men hitting my line. Period. This is my opinion on nudes. I feel like nudes are weird and make people wildly uncomfortable. Or correction, make me wildly uncomfortable because it's like you just sent me a picture of your BB. What am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to make it my screensaver? Am I supposed to like, what am I supposed to do with that? Look at it adoringly? Like, I can't wrap my mind around the concept of nudes. Somebody explain nudes to me. I have received nudes, but the issue was I didn't want it and it was from a stranger on Instagram. Story time. I was on the train, right? And, you know, I'm just chilling on the train. Sorry, hold on. I need to take my vitamin C because, you know, Corona. So I was on the train, chilling. And while I'm on the train, I get a notification on my Instagram. And it was that someone sent me a message or sent me like a message request. And I was like, oh, interesting, because I don't ever get messages on Instagram unless it's from like the group chat and stuff. So I open it and it's a picture of a man's pee-pee. I was like I didn't know what to do. So I froze for like a second and then I dropped my phone. Like I was just like on the train. Like I just lost it. And then immediately afterwards, I deleted it, obviously. I deleted the messages. I blocked the person. And then I started crying. I was hyperventilating. Like I was having a full-blown panic attack. And I texted the group chat and I was like, somebody just sent me a picture of their pee-pee and I didn't want it. And I'm like freaking out on the train. And of course my friends in the group chat were like,
relax.
And I was bugging out because I was like I didn't want it at all. So what I will say is, in regards to nudes, don't send nudes unless you and the person you're sending them to have a verbal agreement that you're okay with sending and receiving them. And to respond to nudes, I feel like if I were to ever be bold enough to send somebody a nude, I would hope that they would respond, you know, excitedly. Like, don't hit me with a okay or with a cute or with one heart eye emoji. No. I feel like if someone sends you a nude, you really gotta hype it up because it takes a lot of confidence to send a picture of a body part like that. And you really gotta, you know, make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? Those are all the questions that I'm answering from that. My roommate came back and then I ended up going to do something. But anyways, it's not important. So this is the end of this video. Yeah, if you came back, thanks for watching. I still don't have an outro or an intro, and I would say that's coming soon, but I don't want to lie on the internet. But we'll see. We'll work on that. So yeah, bye everybody. I'm gonna give you a life hack real quick. If you want clear skin, stream Harry Styles' album. I just put dermatologists out of business. Stream Harry's album for clear skin. Have a blessed night.